Jamie Adcock. I'm also known as the Running Diva Mom. I'm a running coach, personal trainer, and health coach for women. Today I'm joining you from my downtown Sun Prairie, Wisconsin studio, and I'm going to demonstrate a quick and effective weighted vest workout. All you need to do is strap on a light weighted vest. The one I'm using today is 10 pounds. If you don't have a weighted vest at home, you can load up either a backpack or even a diaper bag with some books or light weights. Other than that, you don't need any other equipment or hand weights. We're going to get started with a full body integrated exercise, some marching feet with a chest press. Let's start with the marching feet first. You want to lean back with the shoulders and ease into the glutes and the heels, and then use your hip flexors to alternate picking your legs up at 90 degrees. As you do this, try not to rock and rotate. Flex the foot. Then we're going to bend our arms to 90 degrees. And as we lift the knees, we're going to press forward with the chest. Try to bring the palms and elbows together and then return those elbows wide. Give me 5. And 4. Last 3. 2. Once more each side. And relax. Next, you're going to need room behind you. We're going to do some reverse lunges with rotation. If you have knee limitations or don't feel like lunging today, here's how you can modify. You're going to take a big step back with one foot, toes down, heel down. Get that nice stretch in the back calf. Then you're going to rotate towards your front foot, rotate to center, and then push back through the front foot as the back foot returns. Here's your full lunge. We're going to do 10 alternating reps. It's toes down, knee down, rotate towards the front leg, center, push through the front foot as the back foot returns. Alternate sides. Here's that modification again. Toes down, heel down, rotate towards the front foot. With either variation, make sure you're picking up your moving foot in both directions. Try to pretend that there's an object on the floor behind you. You're stepping over it on the way back, and then picking that foot and stepping over it on the way forward. Do whatever feels natural with the arms. You can even add some bicep curls here. If you're feeling any knee pain here, make sure you're not leaning forward like this into your leg. You want to lean back, easing into the glutes, taking pressure off the front knee. You should feel this in the moving glute, moving quad. We're going to do 3 more each side. With that full lunge, the knee doesn't have to reach the ground, but you should get it pretty low so that you're feeling it both in the glute and the quad and the back. And then we're trying to get that back shin parallel to the floor. Once more each side. And relax. All right, let's continue using that weighted vest with some lateral leg raises. Hands are at your waist. Let's lift one leg to the side. Point those toes. Bring that down. Other side. Challenging your balance while you tone those hips and work on hip mobility. You can also add a little pulse. Point those toes and pulse. Try to keep your body stacked and at center. Now you can add some arms. Extend those arms in front. And you can also alternate going overhead and back in front. Again, overhead and back in front. This should further challenge your balance and the mind-body connection. Give me 4, 3, 2. Try to stay at center. Last time. And relax. Now we're going to go into some jumping jacks. We're going to do 50 of them around the room. 10 forward, 10 to each side until we're returning facing front for our final 10 reps. If you don't want to jump today, you can do modified jacks like I'll be demonstrating, alternating side to side. I'll count the 50 out for you. Ready? Begin. Give me 10, 8, full range of motion with those arms. And 4, lean into it. 2, 1, turn 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1 to the back, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spin 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're forward again. And 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Catch your breath and roll those shoulders back. Embrace a big inhale through the nose. Longer exhale through the mouth. Reverse those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to work on squats, and then we're going to add some cross-body punches. You're going to bring your feet hip-width apart, about 10 inches between your feet, toes directly in front of the heels. Let's start with the squat. Pull those knees apart and bring your bottom back and down, easing into the heels. Allow those knees to come forward a bit. Keep the knees apart as you come back up. Again, knees apart as they fall forward in line with your second toe. Here's another angle. Thighs remain parallel, and we're also trying to get them parallel to the ground. We're using the back of the foot, the heel for support. Don't allow your toes to lift, and also don't slide forward into them. Now we're going to add some cross-body punches. We're going to punch, punch, ease into the squat and hold. Can you punch here too? And ease into those heels as you rise. Punch, punch. Tuck the pelvis underneath and squat. If holding that squat causes you any pain, you're just going to squat, come out of that, and punch. Squat, come out of that, and punch. Give me 3 more. Knees shouldn't move wider. Tuck the chin in for a neutral neck. Last time. And relax. All right, now we're going to do some mat work. We're going to go on your hands and knees. If you have knee limitations, you may want extra cushioning, or you can fold up your mat for more support. We're going to start with a 30-second timed plank. There's lots of ways to plank. So, most effective way would be on your elbows and on your toes. If that's too challenging today, you can be up here on the palms and then bring the knees back, feet down, hips forward and down. And if you have wrist limitations, you can feel free to use those elbows here, arms at 90 degrees. We're going to hold our plank for 30 seconds. First, pull the chin to the chest, eyes looking straight down at the mat. Pull the belly button up so your back isn't rounding or sagging, and draw your chest forward with those shoulders wrapped back around your vest. Now, I'm going to demonstrate the modified plank. Feel free to go on those toes if you're going into a high plank. 3, 2, 1. I'm bringing those knees back, keeping the feet down, lowering the hips until they're between the knees and the shoulders. If you have no knee limitations, feel free to pick those feet up, relying more on the knees for support. If you're on the toes, you're right here. Make sure the bottom isn't high here. Make sure the hips aren't low here. Back isn't sagging. You're right here in the middle. Heels back and down to take pressure off the shoulders and move that to the quads. And if you're in this position here on the elbows, chest forward a bit to also use your palms and your forearm to support you. Chin to the chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to the mat, point the toes, press through the palms, and gently stretch out your back. If this hurts your back at all, or if you have limitations with your hip flexors or your spine, you can join me in a modified position right here. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Join me in child's pose now, connecting your bottom to the feet. Once they're connected, stay connected and widen your knees, and then extend the arms and lower your head as low as possible, aiming for the mat. 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Now join me back on all fours. Again, if you have knee limitations, feel free to fold up your mat. We're going to go into a modified plank and do some clock work with our arms, working our shoulders. We're also going to add a little tricep exercise to the back. So we're going to go into a modified plank. Bring your knees back and keep your feet down. And then lower the hips till they're right between the knees and the shoulders. Arms are straight. Hips and chest stay facing the mat. Rely on your left palm, left shoulder as the right arm moves in 3 directions. We're going to tap your hand forward, underneath, tap wide, underneath. Now you're going to lift that arm and take a palm back towards the ceiling to work the tricep. Align again, left arm's moving as you rely on the right. We're going to tap forward, underneath, tap wide, underneath. Align with the mat as you pick up that hand and push back into the tricep. 4 more each side without rotating. If this is too challenging today, you can join me in tabletop here with the knees wide under the waist, toes pointed and down to protect your knees. If you flex the feet, you're going to put more pressure on the knees. Chest facing the mat, hip bones facing the mat, eyes looking down between your thumbs. Make sure your waist hasn't started to bend. Make sure your lower back hasn't started to sag. And take your time moving those arms. We're going to do one more round. And relax. Come back into child's pose, ears between the arms, bottom and heels together. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, that's a nice start. If you'd like a stronger and longer workout, repeat this routine 1 or 2 more times for an effective 20 to 30-minute at-home workout. Thanks so much for joining me today, and have a great workout.